Welcome to another episode of the Group Parlay podcast. As always, myself, Andy Semo, Nick Strom, and Kevin Asoyan. Yesterday, I blew it, guys. I was pretty confident with my pick, and the Dodgers got their shit rocked. Plain and simple. For being so hot, it really hurt me. It really hurt me to let you guys down. So I'm gonna
I
pass
think
it.
that's the first time. I think that's the first time all month that you've been the solo loser. So
I know. It wasn't great, especially since the under hit or pushed in your pick, Kev. Thought it was gonna
Mir-
be the day. I thought it was gonna be the day. Luck was on our side, but it was not. So I'll kick it over to you to recap what happened.
yeah, like you said, Rays Marlins under eight was a crazy push. It was 7-1 in like the sixth inning or something. So just hanging on there, no run scored to keep that push alive was crazy. Strom had the Guardians, nice blowout there, basically. So that was great. And then the Dodgers, I mean, they didn't even make it interesting. It was never a game. So that
First
sucked.
two innings. First two innings, five left on base. Bases loaded, one out, they blew it. First and third, one out, they blew it.
Yep.
The
So that brings us
second
to a
that the
painful.
the
Go ahead.
second the Blue Jays scored, Andy was like, "It's over," and he wasn't wrong.
Usually he says that and I just ignore it because it's the second inning, but that time he was right.
Just had a feeling in my bones. So
So that brings the group probably to 5 losses in a row, our worst streak of the month here. Unfortunate, still up 11 units, so stick with us. Up 16 units with the boost still. I am 8-11-3. I'm pushing back to 500. I'm at 42% now. Still down 4.79 units though. Andy 16-5-1. He's at 76% hit rate, up 8.4 units, and Nick is 13-8-1, 62% hit rate, and up 1.2 units, just staying above zero there. So
all right, recap the rules. Minus 150 or longer. No hometown teams. Small board, so lenient on that one today. Strom, go with your pick.
Yeah, going with the Cubs game, and against the rules again. I just break the rules, but I'm going Cubs over 4.5 today at -105. I thought that was a pretty surprising line, to be honest. The Cubs have been hot. Cubs offense has been hot, and they've gone over 4.5 in 8 out of their last 10. Cody Bellinger is on fire. And then the last time they play, Miles Mikolas pitched last Saturday, gave up 5 earned. So Cubs over 4.5. I like it.
I like it. The only thing I just truly hate about it is the Cubs offense. They could score 10 the night before and then they'll put up a goose egg the next day. That's how they roll.
They're hitting at an 80% clip. I like.
that's been one of my favorite picks is finding these, which I took a similar bet. But the you find the teams that are hot on offense and you just take it. You just take the over 4.5. I'll segue that into my pick. Guardians over 3.5. 3.5 is crazy low, obviously. It's just Cease. I mean, he puts up a couple duds here and there, but overall, he's obviously been good lately. The Sox bullpen, though, people say it's good. They're a bottom 5 ERA in the league bullpen. Didn't know that until I looked that up this morning. So I like that. They just traded Lopez. They're selling. They just traded Giolito last night. So vibes are going to be low in that clubhouse. Their energy is so low. I was at the game last night. They are so lazy. Tim Anderson is so lazy on defense. They're a lazy team. They don't give a fuck out there. 8 of the last 10 games, the Guardians have scored 4 runs or more, and 9 of the last 12, the White Sox have given up 4 or more. So again, just trends, patterns. Let's get a hit.
I love it.
I like it. Perfect segue for my pick. You mentioned the Giolito Ronaldo Lopez trade. I'm taking Angels in game one. Shohei Ohtani bump. Michael Lorenzen's been solid. No way around it. Otani's the better pitcher, but Michael Lorenzen's been solid. But to your point, the GM basically said, we're going for it. You guys have won 4 out of the last 5. They picked up Giolito. They got to be fired up. They got to have the opposite end of the spectrum of the White Sox. So I think every game's pretty much a must win. They got to beat the teams that they have to beat, especially with your ace on the bump. There's all signs point to the Angels here.
And in the reverse, them being buyers, energy should be super high, fans, team, everything.
Exactly. And Shohei Ohtani, when he pitches, he's got a 3.5 ERA. He's not been great as he was at the beginning of the year, but he hits when he pitches. He always hits when he pitches. So
I was kind of shocked looking at his stats. He's not been very good on the bump lately.
Yeah, I know.
That's interesting because everyone talks about pay him $60 million a year because he's been the best pitcher on the bump. And
he'll give up 5 earned any day of the week.
He's a good pitcher. He's not a great pitcher on the bump. It's just he also hits 40 bombs a season, so
that helps.
I appreciate the day game.
Now that's another thing. I mean, we need some day baseball. I can't be the last leg of the parlay after yesterday's blow.
First leg's tough. The last leg's tough. In the middle's good.
Yeah, first leg's stressful. You don't want to build the parlay at 2:00.
Yeah, exactly. So to recap, there's a 50% boost on DraftKings, so make sure you use that if you're using that medium for betting. But we have Angels minus 150. So the first game of the slate, it's doubleheader today. And then over 4.5 runs for the Cubs at minus 105. And then Guardians over 3.5, minus 145. All that comes out to plus 449 with that boost, plus 674. We've had 5 boosts in a row for these parlays. We've hit 0 of them. We need to get this one, get us back to a solid state.
DraftKings is feeding us. We have to eat.
It's crazy. So let's make some money. Let's get some units back. Let's end the month on a very high note.
Need this one today.
Need this one.